Hi everyone, welcome back to Bayonetta on Nonstop Infinite Climax. We're going to be doing the Broken Sky this time. It is a stage where you will move around while fighting normal enemies, but it is not very long at all. It's so short, in fact, that I'm going to be doing the half times. But hopefully. One of them I'm a bit confused how I'll be doing it.
Excuse me, sir. May I have my glasses back?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Here you go. Cereza, how did you get such magical glasses?
The glasses aren't magic, silly. I can see the monsters without them.
Monsters? Not quite. So, has Bayonetta, I mean your mom, been fighting these big bad monsters for a long time?
Mummy is a witch, and witches protect people and are very strong. When I grow up, I'll be strong too, and I'll protect my mummy.
Wait, you think witches do what? Oh, forget it. No point in arguing with a little kid. I'll manage on my own.
I'm sure you will.
Mummy!
Shit.
You never cease to amuse me, Cheshire. I suppose that's your next target? This is yours, little one. You didn't cry while I was gone, did you?
Nope.
Good.
Bayonetta, no matter how I ask, no matter how many times, you always say the same thing.
Come now, Kitty. You know it was
A
all just...
misunderstanding. You're so stubborn, you know that? My father, he was a journalist too. In fact, he was twice the man I could ever hope to be. He was obsessed with one case his entire career. A case so bizarre it took over his life. They could have made a movie of the details. The followers of darkness, the Umbra Witches, and their light world counterparts, the Lumen Sages, controlling everything with a power known as the Eyes of the World. Then, the Light and Dark clans suddenly disappeared from their medieval home in Europe. You may be familiar with the town. You're standing in it. Welcome to Vigrid, 500 years later.
500 years.
Each clan, working at the behest of the powers that be, sought to lead their fractured world towards peace. They both possessed an eye said to have the power to create history that they used to oversee the world. However, their spirit of cooperation did not last. For amongst them, a pair of young star-crossed lovers conceived a child that sent the clans on a path to ruin. The woman was thrown in jail, and the man exiled from his clan. However, the child remained with the Umbra, raised as a black sheep even amongst the darkness. Since the balance between light and dark had been lost, both clans spiraled into decay. Legend had it that the two eyes could be united to control reality itself. And this legend fueled ambition and desire, leading to a myriad of battles between the clans. In fact, it led to their mutual destruction. My father was mocked for buying such a fairy tale. However, I believed his story. And I believe it more than ever now that I've found you. The memory of the clan lingers on, despite the passing of 500 years. What on earth was my father searching for? And why did he have to die for it? I have to discover the truth with my own eyes. That's why I haven't given up my chase for it. Or you. The head of the Ithoval Group, the multinational that dominates Vigrid, recently tried to sell an enormous gemstone on the black market. If he isn't selling out in the open, it means we're going to have to acquire it by other means. And that starts by sneaking onto that jet.
Mummy, are you looking for something?
I am.
How did you lose it?
Little one, do you have anything you really like? Something really important to you?
Yes, this. I love it.
Where did you get this?
You gave it to me, Mummy, for my birthday.
When you love something, never lose it. Understand, little one? You must keep it safe, close to your heart.
Good grief, that cutscene was much longer than I remembered. That must have been one of those cutscenes that I never really watched and always skipped on repeat playthroughs. Anyway, for this chapter, well, for the beginning, verse 1, Jeanne is currently attacking you with her wicked wheeze, and, well, they're fairly easy to dodge, because you always get, like, a warning that they're about to come towards you. But they do hurt if you manage to get hit, so be careful. Anyway, these are the enemies you have to fight for verse 1. We've seen them before. You do not want to fool around anyway, though. Especially not against this guy. I always hate outdoors. They're easy to deal with when you're just dealing against one particularly, but still. They love to parry your attacks very often. Oh, for this part, that's Jeanne's version of Gomorrah, or just Gomorrah itself, really. It stays in place and tries to bite you. So you have to get close and make it like try to bite you, and then it goes away. Otherwise, it'll stick around until you get close enough. Yeah, pure platinum. For this part, it's time for a quick time event. It's not that difficult at all. Just press one button while holding forward, really. Oh, but that being said, once you reach this crate, box thing, it's suddenly like a... Oh, wrong weapon. Ah, too late. And they're... Oh my goodness, they're... Ah, not these guys. Okay. For these guys, well, I've talked about them before. They're always going to be annoying, no matter how good you get at the game. They love to attack all together, honestly, so gotta deal with it. Currently, I'm just trying to keep my distance. Because I do have the Bracelet of Time equipped. And oh my goodness! How the hell was I not parrying that? Now all my efforts at trying to get a platinum on this verse has failed. Oh, jeez. Anyway, yeah. What I was saying is I was trying to build up meter for freaking Witch Time using the Bracelet of Time like this. But because I got hit those few times, it basically all of my meter went away. A more safer way to deal with these guys is probably to just use Wicked Weaves, though. I almost fell into the abyss right there. And I dodged way too many times right there, but fortunately, I'm not positive, but I don't believe that Bat Form has a cooldown, unlike dodging repeatedly. Can I actually defeat these guys? I keep damaging them like one at a time. I can't actually manage to finish any of them. Just, yeah, I should really use air attacks much more often against these fellows. They just cannot deal against your air attacks. The problem is the easiest way for me to do an air attack is to stand in front of an enemy and press R and backwards while using the hand's weapon. It's just that the camera keeps shifting into different positions in this place. So it makes it very difficult. Anyway, that was just part 1 of verse 1, or verse 2 rather. Now we gotta fight some Burning Ardors, of course. As shown from before, the only way you can damage these guys is either if you're in Witch Time, or through invincibility, or using these weapons that I'm using right now. And only when they're both on fire. If one of them is lightning, it doesn't matter if you're attacking with the hands, if the feet are lightning or something like that, you'll still get burnt for some reason. Anyway, this is going to be stupidly tough because they keep parrying my attacks and this weapon isn't that great on single hits. So Witch Time. Oh my goodness, that is not effective at all. Jeez. Just because they got in midair. Sorry if I'm in a bad mood right now, but I just don't like the fights that Nonstop Infinite Climax throws at you in this chapter. Equip the Evil Harvest Rosary so that each time these guys try to attack me, they'll actually have to deal with some damage. Pretty good damage, if I do say so myself. Come on! I really just want to use torture attacks right now. But not yet. Not yet. Now's a good time. Get out! I am not... Oh, finally. Drop one of our weapons. Die! That wasn't enough. Rockets! Proper direction, Bayonetta, please. Each time I try to use one of my normal attacks, like the rocket kick or something like that, they just run up to me, get too close, and because of that I get burnt. It's just a little damage, but just earlier I actually platinumed both chapter 10 and 11, so I'm not in a good mood to not get platinums. I am not. Just frustrating to deal with these enemies. And I got to deal with more of them in the next verse. Yeah, just a gold. Even though I got platinum on combo and time, just get a gold. If you want to almost quickly finish this chapter, you just have to go through that gate and move forward a bit, but no, we have to go all the way back over here. Well, there's this chest right here. Contains a witch heart, I believe. Jeanne will still perform Wicked Weaves when you're in this area, so be careful. Especially at Gomorrah right here. Although I would be more careful of not falling to the abyss. Okay, yeah, now I've got to fight pretty normal affinities here. These enemies are actually it's fairly good to actually use this weapon against them because it's actually effective. Also helps that these guys don't actually parry your attacks all the time, but then you face these guys and it's back to, well, basically relying on torture attacks to deal the most damage. Just die already. Okay, now can I... Oh, cool, pure platinum. Can I do the half time? It's right there. It's where the weapon is. I don't want that weapon, though. It's not very good. I said I don't want that weapon. It's not very good. Part of the reason why I absolutely have to do the half times in this chapter is because, besides the fact that the... Well, there is no besides the fact. There is only one reason. It's because the crow is in this half time for Nonstop Infinite Climax. Yeah, right there. Missed it. It's a good thing they always come back. If the crows actually never came back, if you missed him the first time you were doing the chapter, that would be so terrible. So terrible. Okay, an out-of-body battle. There is one accessory that is pretty much mandatory when you do these in harder difficulties, because you want the enemies to focus on you. Absolutely. I don't know how I got hit right there, but because I got hit, I'm just gonna fail this right now. I don't believe it's gonna last that long, this half time, but most would agree that the out-of-body battles are the most difficult ones. There's 2 in the game, I think. At the very least, anyway. Anyway, time to equip these weapons again. And use Wicked Weaves as they need to come out. Man, the parry, the perfect parry with these weapons is completely underwhelming compared to the one with the sword. Just gotta say that right now. Can the next enemies not be on fire? And how did I get hit again? Come on! Why are you not dead? I should start using actual combos with this weapon, but no, I just love doing the power attack. Anyway, yeah. Harmonies. Not nearly as difficult. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you don't want to fight when you're near your little out of... Like, see this thing right there? The enemies can attack this, and if they do, that's actual damage on your character. And I think I took way too much damage right now, so I'm just going to fail this right now. But yeah, you're basically fighting with yourself and something you have to protect. That's why you want to put the Gaze of Despair, so that the enemies only focus on you no matter what. Yeah, not very difficult at all. Burning enemies, of course. It's always the burning enemies. And this is the game basically trolling you, because on Nonstop Infinite Climax, you don't have the benefit of Witch Time to protect yourself against these enemies. I suppose, though, that since you have so much magic to spare, you can use the torture attacks to get rid of the Ardor real quick. Thank you. So annoying. Oh, okay, that's it. Wow. Okay, yeah, I mentioned this before. This one's not that long, but... Oh, I am so annoyed at everything right now. Jeez. And a platinum. Okay, terrific. I'm probably gonna redo this halftime for the halftime video anyway, because I want to pure platinum them all if possible. Okay, full magic meter, and we're coming up to the second halftime very soon, in fact. Although there will be a small verse right around here. Just need to attack this. That took a bit longer than expected. The game might have been loading. Anyway, these guys, this is easily the shortest verse. Really taking my sweet time with it right now. Probably doesn't help that it is a little difficult to hit these guys, and I almost got damaged by one of them right there. That is one of the most embarrassing things that could happen to you. Because deers are just straight up way too predictable and easy to destroy to get hit by them. It is possible, but geez, anyway, you have to go here, and the only way to go through those devices right there is by using Witch Time. Now, the thing is that in Nonstop Infinite Climax, you don't have the benefit of being able to activate Witch Time by dodging attacks, which is how you would normally get here. So you need to have the Bracelet of Time unlocked to basically go through those. Because otherwise you're not getting past him, even with invincibility. Yeah, you have to be using Witch Time. Speaking of Witch Time, we're gonna have to use it right here. Against Jeanne. Oh, but this is the actual, super powerful Jeanne that we're supposed to face much later. I'm kind of surprised. I really am. I'm pretty sure this halftime is completely different and there's easier difficulties. Anyway, it's no biggie. This is a fun fight. Oh, but however, Jeanne's attacks are not always going to activate Witch Time on you. Speaking of which, yeah. I forgot that I can't just normally attack her like this. But yeah, Jeanne's attacks don't actually normally activate Witch Time on you, so you pretty much have to use the Bracelet of Time against her to actually start damaging her at all. Fortunately, it appears she only has 1 bar of health, so this shouldn't be that difficult. Just means you have to dodge a bit, then activate Witch Time. Because the only way you could get here is with the Bracelet of Time. Okay, now I see the genius of this halftime. It's too bad she's actually kind of difficult to avoid. You can activate Witch Time by dodging her stronger moves, but she doesn't always use them. Oh, right there? Okay, this is kind of funny. What Jeanne tried to do right there is she tried to use an attack that she should only be able to use during the chapter where you fight her in this form. Oh my goodness. Her Wicked Weaves. They're so fast. Wow, I actually can't activate Witch Time while dodging her Wicked Weaves. You actually have to use the Bracelet of Time to actually damage her. Okay. Yeah, here's the problem. Like, this isn't like using Witch Time like other way in the other ways I would do because once I deactivate Witch Time, I can no longer damage Jeanne. Okay, but I think it might actually be better for me to just activate Witch Time real quick to get 2 hits in and repeat that over and over. Because it's not going to work out otherwise. Well, maybe 1 hit at a time is good enough. And I'm shocked I actually managed to avoid those 2 hits. I'm kind of running out of time, though. Here's the problem. Jeanne is always so close to you that you can't really take advantage of this. Yeah, I'm actually going to run out of time. Okay. I've got another theory of how to deal with Jeanne, but it involves me doing something that I didn't want to do. Okay. I decided to unequip the Bracelet of Time so I could taunt, and that allowed me to build up meter a bit faster than normal. Let's see how effective that was. Very effective! Okay, so to beat this halftime, you need to have Jeanne taunted so that she's angry and doesn't get stunned easily by your attacks. You need to build up enough meter, like 2.5 bars I would say, and then you just go all out on her to actually defeat her and to get rid of 1 entire bar of her health, which is all she has, to actually complete this halftime. That's how I did it, and that's how I would expect other people to accomplish it. I didn't expect this halftime to change completely because of how you access this halftime differently in this level of difficulty. Because in other difficulties, it's not difficult at all to go here. Well, even though it's kind of like a hard spot to find, but it's not difficult at all to go over here because you can always activate Witch Time by dodging. But in this level of difficulty, you need a certain item to be able to do that at all. And wow, it's lagging really badly right now. You need a certain item to go there, to go here at all. And because of that, the halftime was switched up to actually take advantage of that. Way too enemies in one place right now. Pick up. I want to pick up. Oh, I've already got it. No, that's a completely different weapon. Not the one I wanted at all. Thank you. This is the one I wanted. Yeah, this weapon is very effective when you're in an area with a whole bunch of enemies. And wow, how did he hit me? Whatever. Okay, good score. Good. Well, combo. I guess the combo was a bit weak because I kept messing up in the beginning, but yeah. Anyway, you might think, what if you run out of magic and you can't activate the Brace of Time, and therefore you can't escape this place? Well, you can still escape because you can actually disable these things by attacking their sort of kind of switches right here. Oh, they're looking at it now. Do these things stop temporarily in this level of difficulty? They kind of look like they do. It could just be a graphical glitch in a sense, though. Who knows? I'm not positive. All I know is that you can easily go to the halftime activating the Brace of Time, because activating Witch Time is what you're supposed to do to go over there in easier difficulties.
Back to your old self, are we? Why so glum? Something troubling you?
Only your constant fretting over my state of affairs. I've no time to play games with you.
No need to take out your stress on me, Bayonetta. It's clear you're worried for the girl.
Where she is, now.
My, aren't we attached to our precious little one? Do you like it when she calls you Mummy?
You're absolutely delusional. If I leave her, he'll never shut up about it. And his whining is twice as irritating as anything the child could muster.
You've quite the tongue when it comes to curling round the truth.
And what about you? What are you hiding? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these might mean something to you.
I've no need for worthless junk. I am well aware of my task, but you have forgotten that I do not need your help. It seems your little friend is gone forever. Fill them. Fill your eyes with hatred. Accept your violent fate. Accept it, and earn the left eye. Prove you deserve it.
Okay, Jeanne fight number 3, or number 2, depending on whether or not you counted the flashback one. Anyway, this chapter is a lot longer than I remembered. Oh, careful of for demon summoning right there. This chapter is much longer than I remember. And also, yeah, quick time event against Jeanne right there. These are pretty much always freebie damage. This chapter is much longer than I remember because I always skip the cutscenes, but when you actually watch the cutscenes, it's pretty much one of the longer chapters, to be honest. Because there's going to be at least one more cutscene to watch after this fight. Anyway, oh wow, okay, do not activate Witch Time against Jeanne when you are about, well no, when she's in the air, because you can't punish her as hard when she's in the air. Anyway, after you've dealt enough damage against her, she decides to go all fancy on you and summons her bike. I'm pretty sure calling that a bike is fair enough. The bike part is very, very easy, but do not get hit by it because it does punch extremely hard. And I actually didn't expect her to use her gun right there. She never does in easier difficulties. Where are you, Jeanne? Come on. She's keeping her distance a lot more than in the easier difficulties. Jeez. Anyway, didn't want to use Witch Time there, but I want to get this over with. Once you've dealt enough damage against her bike, she just gets out of it, and that's pretty much it. The aesthetic of the fight is pretty cool here, but it's very short overall. Like right now we're in the water, in case some of you haven't noticed. We're no longer in the clouds. The ship has already landed. Come on, she keeps dodging. She's being such a coward right now. Oh, counter! Free damage! I'm not positive if you like fail on this QTE if you don't like get all of if you don't fill up the meter under there. Activate Witch Time last time to finish this off. Almost anyway. Come on, Jeanne, I want a platinum. And I guess I might. Who knows? When she's got very little health, this quick time event always goes into like a second part, right here, to confuse you, I guess. This is exactly the same way we finished. Cool, platinum. The same way we finished fight number 2.
Cereza.
Also, this is an awful cutscene to be done in stills. Look at that transition. That made no sense.
Not yet. She isn't ready.
That was awful. There are some cutscenes that work with that type of style, like flashbacks or optional cutscenes, that like the one where Rodan is introduced, like comes up out of the floor to introduce you to the concept of using your angel brains to buy stuff from him.
Little one, where are you? Little one, can you hear me?
Mommy! Mommy! Mommy!
Cereza!
Mommy! I was so scared!
No crying now, little one. You know the rules. No cockroaches or crying babies. Time to go, little one. Hold on tight, okay?
Okay.
Like this cutscene right there, it definitely would have, it definitely would not have suffered as much if you had, if it was fully animated, but it's not so bad. But fully animated action scenes, those definitely needed to be animated, no matter what. And most of them did, but not all of them, and because of that, it suffers. I should be hurrying up quite a bit more right now against this Ardor, because the water is rising. Slowly, but it is rising. And once it reaches high enough, you actually start getting damaged by it quite a bit. And I didn't mean to pick Cereza up right there. Oh my goodness. I might actually fail this. Okay, pick up, pick up, pick up. I know. Get me out of there. Jeez. Yeah, you have to hurry up in this part. You don't want Cereza to be damaged by the electrified water at all. Initially, when I got to this part the very first time, I almost failed it because of that. Okay, those are easy to deal with, fortunately. One more part right here. You have to constantly pick up oh, of course it's a burning one. Torch attack! Easiest way to deal damage. Deals lots of damage. Then just gonna use rockets. Except it didn't work out, dang it. Perfect parry. Just one more. Oh, of course it's gonna do that. Whatever, Wicked Weave. And of course it's not dead yet, but now it is. Okay. You have to rush at this part because the water is rising. You're gonna have to rush for the next part too. It's gonna be the same concept. This is kind of cool, if I do say so myself. The way you're supposed to defend Cereza in these verses, I appreciate it. It's very unique. There is actually a sense of rush to it. Unlike the actual first chapter where you have to protect her, where she's just kind of a gimmick, to be honest. Because she regenerates her HP way too much for it to really be a danger. Yeah, the moon is now there, which means you can climb up on this. You want to go pretty much as high as you can to put Cereza down, because the water is rising a bit faster this time. So all the way down there. Anyway. Ah, stupid laser beams. I hate when they do that, because it comes out of nowhere. I think, anyway. Ah, jeez, what the hell? Come on. Harmonies are never generally this annoying, but they tend to surprise. Oh my goodness, did I seriously? I hate it when I get way too close to Cereza. Accidentally pick her up. Because I'm just trying to shoot the enemies for a second, but no. Anyway, I'm going to equip this because I'm dodging their attacks fairly often. Okay. There. Take one. I really should stop using this combo. It's just not that great against them. But it is the one where you use 2 Wicked Weaves and several opportunities to use the rockets. So I just get way too used to using it all the time. That's one of my faults, I suppose. Anyway, finally over. How was I doing? Now, I still had quite a bit of time, but the first time I was playing this chapter, I almost didn't make it because I left Cereza down the middle. And I'm a bit concerned for my rank right now. Guess I'm gonna find out if I did well enough right now. Okay, did I get a platinum, please? Mostly platinum. Okay, I got a platinum, no worries. When I get a silver, I just get concerned out of nowhere. Next time, boss number 4. Major boss number 4. Yeah, we're already gonna fight major boss number 4. Because the game is... Because we're reaching end game very, very soon. There's only 5 chapters left. So, major boss number 4. Second major gimmick chapter. Final normal chapter. Penultimate boss, and final chapter. Yeah, that's all that's left. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, and hope you all have a very nice day. Check the playlist below for more. Bye-bye!